We'd like to welcome you back to the second part of the three-part for the debate. Next, we're going to be introducing the candidates for the Congressional, 1st Congressional District. Please help me welcome them, and you'll notice their positions up on the stage. Please welcome Frank Kinta, Dan Innes, and Bernie Keller. So for those who missed the first debate, what I'd like to do is announce the debate sponsors once again: Exeter Town Republican Committee, Seacoast Republican Women, and the Rockingham County Republican Committee. Good round of applause for them for putting this on. As you know, the format for each debate will be the same, and each will run 1 hour with a 15-minute break between the debates. Questions for these debates were submitted by the members of the three host committees. Time will be determined. Time will determine how many selected questions we will include. Thanks to the committee for making the event possible. Thank you, the audience, for your support, and thanks to the candidates for their participation. Now let's get on to the second debate, and I will repeat the ground rules for you. The ground rules are pretty simple. The rules for tonight's debate are quite simple in this fashion for the candidates. Answer the question put to them and not digress onto other topics. Number 2, stay within the time limit for each round. Refrain from commenting on the response of the other candidate. The ground rules for the audience are also quite simple. Please hold your applause during the debate question round. You may applaud each of the candidates during their opening and closing remarks, and we will begin with the opening remarks. Now, the order for all of this was decided by a random selection. Each candidate will have 2 minutes for the opening remarks. The remaining candidates can either sit or stand at their preference. And for opening remarks, please welcome Brendan Keller.
Good evening. Here we are in Exeter with all the men. Our opponent is the Democratic Party. They gave us Obamacare and a president who's doing on-the-job training for the first job he's ever had. I think that was a big mistake. They did that. They jammed that around to get down our throat. And they told us that we had to pass the Obamacare so we could find out what's in it. No, you should actually read the bill and never sign anything that you haven't read, period. Our party has also made some mistakes along the way. My main gripe is I think we've moved too far to the left, and I would like to see our party move back to the center, where our roots are in limited power. And that's part of really what I want to say. Cut down on the government. I want to get the government out of our pockets, out of our schools, and out of our churches. I'm a Christian and a deacon in my church. I'm a veteran and a member of the American Legion and the VFL. I'm a member of GOP, and I believe that the oath I took when I served our country to preserve and defend our Constitution has not been passed. I believe that oath still stands. I'm looking to represent you in Congress to try to bring a different light on things are going. I will spend no time on my re-election. I will spend all my time trying to convince my fellow representatives that we should be addressing the bills and the problems of our country and try to find a solution for it.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. Good evening. Great to be here at the birthplace of the Republican Party, and thanks to all of you for coming out to listen to this debate. I think it's an important part of the electoral process, and I hope you'll learn some things this evening. I think you will. Take just a minute and think a little bit about Congress. And feel that thought for a second. Right. How does it make you feel? Not real good. Congress is a dysfunctional mess, and Washington, D.C. is broken. And Washington is broken, and
and Congress is a mess because we, the voters, keep sending the same people to Washington. We keep sending career politicians to Washington. We keep sending people to Washington who have been there before and are the problem. And if we want to change Washington, we've got to change the people who send it. I stand before you as a different type of candidate. I've not been in politics before, although arguably university politics is pretty thick. But I was the dean of business at the University of New Hampshire for 6.5 years, $30 million budget, always returned a surplus. Taxpayer money returned a surplus. Built a $50 million building, the first academic building built in UNA with no taxpayer money. We did it with private support and reserves that have been built up over the years. I'm proud of that. And we grew enrollment by 40% while I was dean. I'm also a small business owner. I own a 32-room hotel in Portsmouth, and I understand what it takes to get business to grow and prosper. I grew up in Ohio, very modest upbringing, working class. First in my family to go to college, paid my own way. I paid off that last student loan when I was 38. 3 kids of my own, the oldest is 23, 21-year-old, and my beautiful 14-year-old daughter, Emily, is here in the front row this evening for her very first live debate. So she's going to tell me, I guarantee you she'll tell me on the way home how it did. But I'm going to ask for your support on September the 9th. I am a different kind of candidate. Let's send new people to Washington to turn it around.
Thank you, sir. And Emily, thank you for your attendance. The next candidate for the opening remarks, Mr. Fernandez.
Well, thank you very much, Jeff, for moderating, and thank you to the hosts. Thank you all for coming here this evening. First, I want to point out my mother, who's here in the audience, Ginny Gibson, as well as my wife, almost now 17 years, Morgan. Thank you both for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, I have had the honor of serving you in Congress, and I appreciate that. I see so many friends and supporters. I also had the honor of serving as mayor of our state's largest city. And in those two offices, I did 3 things, and I always kept not just taxpayers, but constituents in mind. We are, right now, at a crossroads in America. Taxpayers feel that they have no voice. So when I was mayor of our state's largest city, I cut taxes, I cut borrowing, I made sure that the streets of our state's largest city were safe and secure, focused on improving education, made taxpayer dollars work more effectively for our state's largest city. And I took that same mindset to Washington when I represented you. Was not only able to be on the budget committee where we cut spending for the first time in 50 years, started to see a reduction in our short-term debt or deficit, but there is so much more work to be done on behalf of the future of America. This election is so critical. We need to not only get rid of the Carroll Street border, but we need to win the United States Senate. So we have a body that is functional and send legislative solutions to the president. And make the president act either on our behalf or against us. We have had 6 years of this president and the Carroll Street border focusing on liberal policies, on growing the size of government, on turning their backs on average citizens. I'm just as frustrated as all of you.
Thank you,
I
Mr.
can't
Davis.
wait for the opportunity to not just win in September with your help, but also make sure we can beat Carroll Street border this coming November. Thank you very much.
Croc TV.